Taking a trade when Powell is talking is not a great idea, which is why my plan this morning was to get in early and often. That plan did not work for me. Ended up there was a trade right when Powell started talking, but honestly, I'm not willing to take that trade because it could go either way. As you guys see, look at these wicks, look at the dump, look at everything that happened. But in the morning, look at this top that we set up. Look at how clean that was. I knew very, very strong chance. Market opens, pops right into it. Very strong chance we're breaking that level. I try to get in a trade over here once we, not over here, but based off this support zone. Once we went into it, except we just went straight through it and failed. Bottom of the gap. This is the gap on the weekly, just so you guys can see we're going back into this gap. We bounced off it. We're going back into it. Now we're going to see what happens because things are getting a bit dicey. I think, I was bullish. What you have to do when you're trading is you always have to be willing to adapt, because if you can't adapt, you're just going to be a deer stuck in headlights. If I'm still bullish, I'm completely wrong. Honestly, looking at a few things here that I missed earlier just because we went into that gap, we were bouncing, we went right into this support zone. We looked very strong at one point. This wick was ugly. I think I mentioned that in my last video. Only thing throwing me off, this wick, extremely ugly. Last video, I think I was talking, we were a strong green candle at this point, a little top wick barely. So I was like, hey, then we're going to be heading higher. But does make sense. We went straight into the level, rejected it. And are we going to completely fill this support zone, this little gap right here in price action? Are we going to be heading for lower ones? It's going to be getting a bit interesting because this is a move for us to be taking out these pivot lows. That's what my thesis is going to be changing. I'm adapting. Obviously, I was bullish. I did think, hey, we're going to be going higher, honestly, once we put in this move, these wicks. At one point, very strong green candle. And obviously, things change. You have to be willing to adapt. If you can't adapt, like I said earlier, you are a deer stuck in headlights if you're trading. So we went straight into this area. If you look on the weekly, missed that. I was just bullish. And it just looks like we're just rejecting strong week to the downside. Wouldn't be surprised if we close at lows for this week. If we keep going lower tomorrow, I think we're bound now to break this, completely fill this. That is what is in the cards. Wouldn't be surprised if we go down to here, test out this level. We'll see what happens, but I'm going to be bearish till we break this, reevaluate at that point. Tomorrow I'll be looking for shorts. Obviously, yes, if you look today, Powell speaking, there was that long, went right into it, took out finally those highs, but I'm not willing to trade when Powell is talking, so did not take that trade. Took the trade into this support area right here on this dump candle, got stopped out, and then obviously the move happened. It happens. You always manage risk and you just keep trading, have a good risk to reward. That's all that matters, and things will most likely keep you in the game, and then you get hot. That's how it normally goes for me. But that was what happened today. Tomorrow, honestly, I'm just looking for us to absolutely bamboozle this low in the next coming days, just based on what kind of price action. I wouldn't be surprised maybe next Monday we open up beneath it. Just something that always happens. You can see the move now. It's looking pretty clean. That's my thesis. Obviously, I'm being willing to adapt. Looking at a few other things real quick. Tesla got bamboozled. I'm looking for it to go back into this level, honestly. Maybe I wait till next year to get back in this trade, just for a longer form trade. I took this in my retirement account earlier this year. It was a really good trade, but got rid of it already once we got a massive bounce in a matter of a few days. Now I'm looking for probably next year to take a trade in it again. But I mean, honestly, once we do get back into this level, gonna be pretty interesting. But Tesla's so volatile. I see this top right here bound to be broken. If you go down to here, obviously that's a smooth 70%. So that's a pretty nice trade. We'll see what happens with Tesla and then futures, obviously SPY, all that. If you guys like this content, make sure to subscribe and have a great day.